Okay, so we will start from the first question. Part A. An incomplete table of values. Prepare to draw the graph of the function y equals negative 2x plus 3 is given below. Simple A part 1. Fill in the blanks in the table by showing the relevant working. Okay, so we will find the value when x is equal to negative 1. So y is equal to what? This is the equation. So negative 2 into negative 1 plus 3. So 2 into 1, that is 2. Negative to negative, this is positive. So we get positive 2 plus 3. So we will be getting 5 as value for y. That means when the x value is negative 1, y value will be positive 5. So next, x is equal to 4. So what's the value of y? Y is equal to negative 2 into 4 plus 3. So 2 into 4, that is negative 8. Negative 8 plus 3. What do we get? Negative 5. So that means when the value of x is positive 4, value of y is what? Negative 5. Right. So in the next part, we have to draw the line of the graph. So as you can see, these are the coordinates that we need to plot. Right. So when we are done plotting, this is the line that we get. Okay. So as you can see, the equation of the line is y equals negative 2x plus 3. So here the gradient is negative, a negative 2, right? So we know, even though this is a graph belongs to y equals mx plus c type, since the gradient is negative, this angle is obtuse. Okay, part 3 of simple A. Write the equation of the graph which is parallel to the above graph and which passes through the origin. When it comes to drawing parallel lines to a given line regarding a graph, right? What's the most important thing? The gradient must be the same. Gradient must be the same. But in this question, there's another critical point. What is that? The line that we are drawing should pass over where? The origin. The origin. That means the equation of the line should be what? Y equals negative 2x. Simple B part 1. Without drawing the graph of the function 3x plus 2y equals 6, write down the gradient and the intercept of it. Right. So this is the equation that has been given to us. So the first thing is we need to rewrite this as what? In the form of y equals mx plus c. So 2y will be equal to what? Negative 3x plus 6. Then we have to divide each of the terms by 2. Why are we doing that? We need to make y the subject of this equation. So y will be equal to what? Negative 3 by 2 x plus 6 divided by 2 means what? 3. Okay. So this is the general form of the equation with a negative gradient. So gradient will be equal to what? Negative 3 by 2. Intercept will be what? Positive 3, or we can say simply 3. Right. Simple B part 2. Without drawing the graph of the function 3x plus 2y equals 6, write down the coordinates of the points where the graph intersect the x-axis and the y-axis. Right? Okay, so we have to consider this equation. So what we do is, we will take the value of this equation when the y value is 0. So y value will be 0. That means this entire term will be equal to 0. So what we'll have? 3x equal to 6. So x means what? 6 divided by 3, which is 2. We will consider the value of x as 0. So x will be equal to 0, then 2y will be equal to 6. So y will be equal to what? 6 divided by 2, which will be 3. Okay, so these are not the answers. They are asking us what? What is the coordinates of the x-intercept? So what will that be? 2, 0. Kindly note that they are asking the coordinates. So what will be the coordinates of the y-intercept? 3, 0. Question number 2. Simple A. A table of values prepared to draw the graph of the function y equals 4x minus 2 is shown below. Under that part 1, fill in the blanks of the table. Okay, so first of all we will find the value of y when x is equal to negative 1. So y will be equal to what? 4 into negative 1 minus 2. 4 into negative 1, that is negative 4. Negative 4 minus 2. So here the outcome will be what? Negative 6. That means when x is negative 1, y will be negative 6. Okay, so next one, x is 0. So actually we don't have to do any calculations here, right? When x is 0, what happens? Y will be equal to negative 2. When x is 0, y is negative 2. Okay, so x is equal to 1. So y will be equal to what? 4 into 1 minus 2. 4 into 1 is 4. 4 minus 2. So here what's the outcome? 2. So that means when x is 1, y is 2. Okay, so next we have what? X is equal to 2. So y will be equal to 4 into 2 minus 2. 4 into 2, that is 8. 8 minus 2. 8 minus 2 is what? 6. So that means when x is equal to 2, y is equal to 6. So these are our coordinates. Simple A, part 2. What do we have? Draw the graph of the function y equals 4x minus 2 on a suitable Cartesian plane. Right, so this is the graph we get. Okay, simple B, the function 2y equals 3x minus 6. Part 1 under that, write in the form y equals mx plus c. Okay, so we have to rearrange these terms. So 2y is equal to 3x minus 6. So definitely we have to divide each of the terms by 2. So then we will get y equals 3 by 2 into x minus 3. Right, so part 2 of simple B. So they are asking the gradient. So here the gradient is what? 3 divided by 2. So it's a positive value. Okay, third part, simple B, we have to find the y-intercept. So here we have the y-intercept. So it is negative 3. Question number 3. An incomplete table of values prepares to draw the graph of the function of the form y equals 3x plus 2 is given below. Simple A, fill the blanks in the table. Right, so we have to find the value of y when x is equal to negative 1. Okay, so 3 into negative 1 plus 2. 3 into 1, that is 3. Positive into negative, this is negative. Plus 2. So here the outcome is what? Negative 1. That means when the value of x is negative 1, y is also negative 1. Okay, next we have x is equal to 2. So 3 into 2 plus 2. 3 into 2, that is 6. 6 plus 2, here the outcome is 8. That means when the value of x is 2, y will be 8. Right, so here these are the coordinates that we need to use to come up with the graph. Right, so this is the graph that we get. So as you can see, this is the line of the graph, which is y equals 3x plus 2. Now when we consider the equation of the graph, the gradient is positive value. So that is why this angle is an acute angle. Okay, simple C. If the point negative 3 comma k, so those are the coordinates of that point, is located on the above line, find the value of k. So we can see negative 3 comma k, that is the y coordinate. So what do we have to do? This is the x coordinate. We know the equation of the line, so we can substitute the value for x, then come up with the y value, right? So y equals to 3x plus 2. So 3 into x will be what? Negative 3 plus 2. 3 into 3, that is 9. Positive into negative, this is negative. Plus 2. So here the outcome will be what? Negative 7. So that means what? Value of k will be negative 7. Simple D. Using the equation of the line, so that is what? Y equals 3x plus 2. We need to find the gradient, then the intercept, right? So equation of the line is what? Y equals 3x plus 2. So 3, that is the gradient. So here the gradient is a positive value. So gradient is positive 3. This will be what? The y-intercept. So it is also what? Positive 2. So y-intercept is positive 2. Simple E. Write the equation of the straight line which is parallel to the line y equals 3x plus 2 and which passes through the origin. In order to be another straight line to be parallel to this line, definitely that line also must have what? The same gradient. Okay? The gradient should be the same, right? Intercept, it doesn't matter. It can change. But there's a special condition. What is that? The other line has to be parallel to the one which we have drawn, and also what? It must pass over the origin. Then definitely the equation should be what? Y equals 3x. Question number 4, simple A. The incomplete table given below was prepared to draw the graph of the function y equals negative 3x plus 2. Under that part 1, fill in the blanks in the table. Okay, so equation of the line is y equals negative 3x plus 2. So we have to find the value of y when x is equal to positive 2. So y is equal to negative 3 into positive 2 plus 2. 3 into 2, that is 6. Negative into positive, this is negative, plus 2. Negative 6 into positive 2, this is negative 4. So y will be negative 4. Okay, so part 2. Draw the graph of the above function on a suitable coordinate plane. Right, so these are the coordinate pairs that we have to plot on the graph. Okay, so I have completed the graph. So you can see that we get a straight line. So the equation of the line is what? Y equals negative 3x plus 2. So here the gradient is what? A negative value. That means what? This angle becomes obtuse. Right, so in the third part we have to consider the equation of the line and come up with the gradient and the y-intercept. So as you can see, the gradient is negative 3 and the intercept is positive 2. So gradient is negative 3, intercept is positive 2. Part 4. Write the equation of the straight line which is parallel to the above line and passes through the origin. So if we consider another line, in order to be parallel to this line, what's the key characteristic should be on that line? The gradient must be the same. Intercept, it can have any value, but in order to be the other line to be parallel to this line, the gradient must be the same. So y equals negative 3x, and that's another thing. The other line must pass over the origin. So definitely it should be what? y equals negative 3x. There can't be any y-intercept. So for the fourth part, y equals negative 3x. Right, simple B, part 1. Without drawing the graph, write the gradient and intercept of the function y minus 4x equals 6. Now, this is the equation that has been given to us. It is already in the form of y equals negative mx plus c. M is negative because the gradient here is a negative value. Right? So what is the gradient? Gradient is negative 4. So the value of the gradient is negative 4. And here we have c, which is what? Y-intercept. So if we consider this equation, what's the y-intercept? Positive 6. So gradient is negative 4, y-intercept is positive 6. Part 2. Write the coordinates of the 2 points at which the straight line 2x plus 3y equals 6 intersects the x-axis and the y-axis. So in the second part of B, they are asking us what? We have been given the equation of the line. So we need to find what? The x-intercept and the y-intercept, right? Without drawing the graph. So first of all, we will consider the value of y as 0. So when y is equal to 0, 2x will be equal to 6. So x will be equal to what? 6 divided by 2, which is 3. Then we will consider value of x as 0. So x will be equal to 0. Then 3y will be equal to 6. So y will be equal to what? 6 divided by 3, which is 2. Now these are not the answers. We have to find what? Coordinates of the x-intercept and y-intercept, right? So coordinates of the x-intercept is what? 3, 0. And y-intercept will be 0, 2. Question number 5. An incomplete table of values prepared to draw the graph y equals 2x minus 3 is given below. Fill in the blanks of the table. Right, so we need to find the value of y when x is equal to 1. So y is equal to 2 into 1 minus 3. So 2 into 1 is 2, 2 minus 3. So here the outcome is minus 1. That means when value of x is 1, y is negative 1. Right, so now we have to find the value of y when x is equal to 2. So y is equal to 2 into 2 minus 3. 2 into 2, that is 4. 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3, what's the outcome? 1. So that means when the value of x is 2, y will be 1. Simple B. Draw the graph y equals 2x minus 3. Okay, so these are the coordinate pairs that we need to use. Right. So here we have the graph. Right. So equation of the line is y equals 2x minus 3. So here the gradient is a positive value. That is why this angle is an acute angle. Simple C. So we need to come up with the gradient and the y-intercept by observing the equation of the graph, right? So equation of the graph is what? Y equals 2x minus 3. So here 2, it will be the gradient, negative 3, it will be the y-intercept. So 2 is the gradient, negative 3, it is the y-intercept. Simple D. Write the equation of the straight line which is parallel to the line y equals 2x minus 3 and which passes through the origin. So in order to come up with another parallel line to this line, what's the most important thing? The equation of the other line, the gradient must be what? 2x. At the moment, the intercept, the y-intercept is not important. But there's another key point. What is that? The other parallel line must be passing over where? The intercept. So definitely it should be what? y equals 2x. Simple E. Does the point within bracket 7, 11 lies on the graph? Give reasons. So what are the coordinates? 7, 11. Right? So what do we have to do? Here we have the x coordinate. Here we have the y coordinate. We know the equation of the line. So what can we do is, we can substitute the value of 7 for x and take a look at what comes as the value for y. So y is equal to 2x minus 3. X will be 7. So y will be 2 into 7 minus 3. 2 into 7, that is 14. 14 minus 3. So y will be equal to what? 11. So that means this statement is true. So on this line, we can observe a point where these two are the x coordinate and the y coordinate.